Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Bayonetta 3 audio re-records.
Yay. Yep, you get it all fucking week, guys.
Yeah. All day, every day, it's a holiday. We're not alright.
We're
but what we are is finding Sigurd in the laboratory.
Finding Nemo?
No.
It is a good game, though.
I think you mean it was a good show.
No, they had a good game.
Anyways, we're here watching the same cutscene. I'm trying to keep track, or trying to check and make sure that it is the same cutscene.
It is, and
yeah,
since it is, guys, I believe we skip it.
Yeah, we skip it in a moment. After I see this bit, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess this is exactly the same cutscene.
But yeah, too bad Finding Nemo 2 is so new that they never made a sequel to the game.
I
think. I'm actually not sure. A lot of people don't do movie video games anymore.
Yeah, movie video games kind of fell out of fashion.
But I want to make clear, guys, just because it's a movie video game doesn't necessarily mean it's bad.
No, and that's the thing. It's not. It isn't a situation of people think that it is bad because it's a movie video game. It's a situation of there were a lot of movie video games that were bad. So they have that reputation because the vast majority of the time, if you're playing a movie video game, it's probably bad. So.
Yeah, like.
For some reason, guys, I really struggled to get up on these platforms.
I think the only bad movie game I've played is SpongeBob. The movie, the game. That one.
Yeah.
Not Battle Bikini Bottom. Battle Bikini Bottom is great, except for the last boss. I
was gonna say, that wasn't even a movie video game, though.
People count it as one because it's based off a TV series.
Yeah, so. But by that argument, like, any game that has any relation to a movie, or, like, any TV series is a movie game.
Yeah, people
it's like,
do that. They count it as...
Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't count that. Like, for example, if Ice Age has a game, and it's not one of the numbered ones, that's not a movie video game. That's a game that's a spin-off of a movie franchise.
As far as I'm aware, there's only one game that is not tied to a movie, and that's the Scrap video game.
Because technically, by that argument, Pokemon's a movie video game. Because Pokemon is an anime. So
wasn't it a game first?
You could argue. They were approximately the same time. So, but like,
but yeah, it would count as one.
Yeah, like, but that's what I'm saying. Nobody does that for like anime. It's only for like Western movies.
Yeah, I only say that all movie video games are not bad games because on my old channel I got a lot of people saying, "Oh, this game sucks. This game's bad." It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like Chicken Little, for example, that wasn't a bad game at all. Like,
no, I mean it had.
It was an okay game.
Yeah, it was a very average game with some like more or less good and bad sections, but like it was a fine game.
Like I'd say that is like one of the okay movie games I've played, and again the worst one so far is SpongeBob the movie. But
yeah, guys, I really struggle in this section.
Yeah, Older Bro does.
I'm also not sure what happened here.
You took too many hits.
Well, no, not me dying. I mean right here where we die and then come back, and now suddenly we're at that section. I'm surprised it didn't restart us.
Yeah.
Also, the layout is completely different.
I'm
happy
it didn't completely restart you. Yeah. Like, that is good.
Yeah, but also
I wish games did more of this.
Oh, no, there it goes. I guess the layout just changes over time.
But yeah, guys, let us know what is the worst movie video game you've played.
E.T. for the Atari.
I do hear it's pretty bad.
I mean, it was so bad it killed Atari. So, like, it's pretty fucking bad.
Maybe that's why people say all movie video games are bad, because they're basing it off of what E.T. did.
No, it's not. I don't even think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to say it's just all E.T.'s fault. It's more just a situation of Those games have a reputation. The reason that movie games have a reputation for being bad. Oh yeah, this boss fight is like, it's not terrible, but I don't understand it. The reason that movie video games have such a bad reputation is because movie video games are always a cash grab.
Yeah,
they, by definition, the entire reason that movie exists is because, or that game exists is because the movie exists, and they're like, well, but the movie's here, so we should make a game based around the movie. So, the games are automatically starting from a leg down, because everyone playing them knows this game is just a cash grab. So, in order for the game to even come out as a positive experience for the player, it has to be slightly better than average. Because just an average game is not sufficient.
Well, I mean, look at Chicken Little, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, Chicken Little's fine. Like, but that's what I'm saying. All movie video games start off on a leg down because of that. So that's part of the reason why they have that, where the hell am I? Oh yeah, right there.
Bottom left.
Yeah, I think even I in the episode got lost there. I was like, where the fuck am I?
But yeah, guys, just because a game is a cash grab doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game.
No, it doesn't. But here's the thing. You've got to remember, most gamers don't have a lot of time. Most people do not have the time to sift through every single game and determine.
Oh yeah, Terminator reference.
Yeah, they do a Terminator reference. Determine if a game is good or not. So it's the same with anything, with any movies, with TV shows, with books, with anything. They have to make split-second decisions on whether or not they should get something. And if the prevailing opinion is that most movie tie-in games are bad because they have little to no effort put into them, because they're a movie tie-in game, you are not going to go after them because you're like, well, why would I want to play a game that probably had little to no effort into it, probably little to no budget, and maybe slightly fun to play, but probably will just end up being boring? People have those opinions not necessarily because they're rational, not because they've played them, but because enough games have done that they say, well, I'm going to save time and just not check this game out because I don't have time to check them out. So I'm going to go off what everyone else says this game is like because it's like all these other games that this game is like.
I have played movie video games for years. I mean years. And the only one that I have ever thought was rushed just because of the movie and needed a little bit more time done with it was SpongeBob the movie.
Yeah.
That is the only one.
Yep.
And I have played multiple movie games that I don't even own anymore because they're broke or lost.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Again, I'm just giving an explanation. I'm not saying it's a rational opinion. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just giving the best explanation I can of the situation.
But I will admit, most of the movie games I have played is either DreamWorks or Disney? Was it Disney? Yeah. And here's the thing. You're also looking at the ones where it's like you're not talking about the movie. You're not saying the movie was DreamWorks. You're saying the game was DreamWorks and the game was Disney. No. The movie and the game were from DreamWorks, like Over the Hedge, like DreamWorks Over the Hedge, Disney Ratatouille. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. Because, depending on the game series, a lot of those get farmed out to, like, small budget studios. And that's where you start getting games that are just lower quality.
Madagascar was made by Toys for Bob.
Yeah.
Except for 3.
Yeah. And we also have to keep in mind that one of the problems with this entire analysis is the issue that we noticed with different versions of the games. Sometimes, and in fact, almost all the times, different versions of games are made by different studios.
Yes.
Which means that basically whatever console you play it on, every other console's version might be completely different than yours.
Like Transformers Revenge of the...
Yeah,
Fallen.
so it might even not be sufficient that you've played certain movie video games, because it might be that one of the other versions of that same video game is shit. And there just wouldn't be a good way for you to know without playing every version of the game.
The only movie video game that I've played multiple versions of that I know are different is Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, so.
And PS3 is okay. PS2 is really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's probably the best one out of the three. And the second best one would be the DS, where you're Decepticon and Autobot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that could also be a thing that we're not even aware of. It might just be that
It's
the different versions, some are worse than others. Oh yeah, this is the section where we add Serene's Light. I would not recommend adding Serene's Light, guys. We pretty much remove it just about as soon as we add it.
Yeah, it seems like the only times where it's different games is if it's on the DS, PlayStation, or Xbox, like, at the same time. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing. Most games are done that way. The vast majority of games are made for all consoles or more consoles.
PS3's era start that way.
Yeah. Before that, things were a little bit more closed off, but even still...
Yeah, before that was Game Boy and PlayStation 2.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of times companies farm games out like that because it makes sense to. Because think about it from a company's perspective. If your company is... Let's say you're working with a certain company and they're mostly known for making, like, PlayStation games. They have little to no experience in making Nintendo 64 or GameCube games. They make PS2 games. They have no experience in GameCube. So...
They license someone else.
So they go to another company and say, hey, you have experience making GameCube games. Here's the game we're making. You're making the GameCube version now. So it's a way for the company to say, we want the easiest way to have experience in GameCube making, or Wii making, or whatever. We want to find the easiest way to get that experience without spending a lot of money. And it's cheaper to hire another company than it is to train your employees thousands of hours on developing in a new environment they're unused to.
But yeah, guys, if there's a movie game with multiple versions of itself, like they have a completely different story and they can play completely different, let us know. We might try them out.
Yeah. Arguably, Hamtaro games are movie games, I guess. Even though they aren't.
They count as...
Yeah. See, and that's the problem, is I don't think it's fair. I like the... by the way, guys, this is why I don't recommend the Selene... Grace. I don't realize that I'm taking damage in this section. I just think I'm blocking correctly. And that time I did, but yeah. I don't notice because the thing just does which time for you.
Yeah, and older bro can't unequip it while he's in a trial.
Yeah, so I have to just keep it on for this trial. So yeah, I eventually just remove it because I also just quit this trial. But yeah, I end up just removing it because it's not helping me to know when I'm taking damage.
Yeah, what's
but anyways, the thing I was gonna say was, this is why I like a more restrictive definition of a movie game, where by movie game I mean a game that is based on the plot of the movie or show that it is a game of. So like Harry Potter games.
A lot of the time it's not even about the plot. Like Harry Potter, yes, did follow the plot.
Harry Potter follows the plot.
But things like Over the Hedge, that's post the plot.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, for example, it's like, because there's a good example. The Ghostbusters game, the one that's technically Ghostbusters 3. How can you call that a movie video game when the movie it's based on does not exist? It's like, it's literally explicitly the plot of the third movie that was never created.
And people would still call it a movie video.
Yeah, it's like, I can't count that as fair. I can't count Hamtaro as a movie video game because the Hamtaro games have absolutely nothing to do with the anime that they're based on. They just have the characters from that anime.
And Dragon Ball would be another example.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball is arguably more a movie video game than Hamtaro games are, because those do follow the plot in that they keep making you play the plot.
Well, Budokai Tenkaichi, and Legacy of Goku are the 3 games that sort of follow the plot.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
like,
if the other games do, because I haven't played a lot of others.
Yeah. So that's why, guys, when I talk about movie video games, I am specifically talking about games that mostly or somewhat follow the plot of the thing they're based on. So, Ice Age games are probably mostly movie games.
Yeah, it would be.
What's the,
Spyro.
Madagascar are movie games.
Yep.
Spyro are not, games. They don't have anime.
I was gonna say Spiderwick.
Oh, Spiderwick.
Yeah, Spiderwick
I've not seen
Chronicles.
Spiderwick, so I don't know.
Oh, it's really good.
But I'm guessing it follows the plot.
It does.
Yeah, so that'd be a game. Harry Potter are movie games, but
yeah, they're close.
yeah, it's like there's movie games, and then there are movie inspired games.
Yeah, Over the Hedge I'd count as an inspired.
Yeah, it's like that could be a movie inspired game. Ghostbusters 3, the game, that's not its name, but that's what I'm calling it. Is like a movie inspired game.
Yeah, I think we're one of the only YouTube channels that does a commentary playthrough for movie video games. A lot of the people I know just play it and don't commentate over it.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yes.
I think here's where I remove it. Oh yeah, this is where I find out it's not equipped. So I equip it, and then later on, I think maybe in the next episode, I remove it.
Oh, I thought you had it equipped.
No, because remember, it de-equips all your stuff. If you equip something in a trial, it doesn't save when you leave the trial.
Your equipment in the trial is not the same as your equipment in the main.
If you equip it in the world and then enter a trial, it'll be the same. But if you equip it while in a trial, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. And the other thing, that's also why we lost the key, guys. Because we had it before entering the trial, and then we left the trial and we lost the key.
But yeah, guys, the reason you don't see a lot of movie video games from us is because I have them spaced out.
Yeah.
But I might go back on what I said, because there are a lot of movie games I want to play really badly.
Yeah. Well, again, if we're describing a lot of games as movie games, it's like, yeah. Well, okay, I guess Mega Man games, the anime is inspired by the games, not the other way around. But
yes.
Yeah, like.
But they still count.
Yeah, but that's the problem. It's like most media franchises are multimedia. Most things have a book or an anime and a game, or a movie and a game. So it's like to describe these as they are X because there's another form of media associated with this is like, well, that's everything. That's like, it's like the definition of an RPG where it's like it's a role-playing game, and every game's a role-playing game because you play a fucking role in every game. So it's like that's not really a good description, because that just describes everything.
Yeah, to me, movie games are either the DreamWorks games, the Disney games, or the Nickelodeon games.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some Cartoon Network ones too, but...
Well, yeah, because Cartoon Network, they did Cartoon Network Racing.
I think there was a Billy and Mandy game too, so I'm sure there are, but I've never played them. Yeah,
so you're saying it has to be a game inspired by that property, or it has to be a game published by them.
Inspired probably by that property.
I love that.
So,
yeah.
Another example would be Cars. Cars is from Disney.
Yeah.
And it had a pretty good PS2 game.
Yeah.
And for DreamWorks, again, Over the Hedge, Madagascar, all those games.
Well, and then you get to other things like, for example, Lego. Lego games, there's like Lego Harry Potter and Lego Lord of the Rings and Lego Star Wars, where it's like,
those
I guess they're
movie, but Lego.
Yeah, it's like, I guess they're technically movie games, but they're Lego, and which kind of completely changes everything about the game.
Anything could be Lego. I'm waiting on the Pokemon Lego game. Like,
I mean, they did a real world Pokemon Lego thing.
well, I mean, they have sets for it, but
Again, and also Pokemon has their own Lego. Like, Pokemon Rumble is Pokemon Lego. So, like, play that. Also, we should play Pokemon Rumble.
it's scheduled.
Now I can't remember. Did I ever play the original? What did Pokemon Rumble originally come out for?
Original Rumble was the one farm game on the WiiWare.
So Rumble Blast was the first real game where it had like a plot and was like an actual full-on game.
Yes.
Okay, then that's the first one I played.
Yeah. So, what was it called again? It was not Pal Park, right? Don't think it was that.
My Pokemon Ranch.
My Pokemon Ranch. Yes, that is original Rumble.
But I thought there was a game called Pokemon Rumble. Not Blast. Just original named that.
If there was, it didn't come out in English. We got Blast.
Gotcha. Where the hell did I leave my phone? Did I leave my phone over there?
Yes, you did.
Oh my fucking hell.
I'll have to get it later.
God damn it. How am I supposed to look up important game facts when I can't look up game facts?
Show me the GameFAQs.
Oh, I'd love if that was a thing. Oh. Yeah, all the trailers for Show Me the Car Facts. Instead, it's just Show Me Game Facts. Oh, it's so good.
And that will be Two Bros Game Night trailers from now on. Show me the GameFAQs.
No. That's not only not legal, but also that's their thing. Don't take their thing. GameFAQs is a real site.
Yeah, older bro easily gets the crow here.
Yeah, I'm surprised, honestly.
But I beat you.
Show me the GameFAQs on movie video games.
Yeah. No, we cannot call our reviews and opinions game facts and movie
Show
facts.
me the GameFAQs.
Game
Two
Facts,
Bros
like,
Game Night.
GameFAQs is a company. It's a real company. They have a site. We can't steal that.
Oh, GameFAQs, yes.
Yeah, we can't steal that.
Hey, we came up with your slogan for you.
Also, yeah, again, they should absolutely use that for their slogan.
Show
But
me
also,
the GameFAQs.
the funny thing is that you know how people get pissed off if you call if you say it's an AT-AT instead of an AT-AT?
Oh, yeah.
Why does nobody get pissed off that people pronounce it GameFAQs instead of GameFAQs? Since that's actually what that is. But they pronounce it GameFAQs anyways.
I don't know, okay? Look, I am just a simple gamer.
You are
who
not
doesn't-
simple. Nothing about you is simple.
It's strange.
I wish you were
I feel
simple.
like it's calling me.
I am but a humble gamer.
That is even more unfactual than your last statement. You are nothing if not somewhat arrogant, asshole, not humble in any way.
Always stay humble and kind.
There is no humbleness in this man.
I am the humble bumble.
The humble bumble.
Show me the bumble facts.
No. If you tried to say something about the Humble Bumble, I would just be like, no, that's you mispronouncing Humble Bundle.
I am but a humble bouncy bumble.
Okay, I don't remember. Oh yeah, there's a fight in here. I couldn't remember if there was a fight in this room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
this
the
one.
oh
kinda
this
sucked.
one. Yeah, this is the one that I get pissed off about because remember how I was talking about earlier how I like the fact that Viola fights with her mount? Well, I don't like it here because I can't actually use infinite stamina to summon the mount because I move.
The infinite stamina, like as soon as you enter there,
Yeah.
it gives it to you.
Yes.
So,
as
I
long
think
as you
it
stand
wanted
in it.
you to go in and out of it.
Yeah, but
and
that's
this
not
fight
really
would've been
easily done.
Easier.
Like, I do that. but it's like it's not really easily done.
Oh
because-
damn! I forgot you used Kamehameha Wave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I commented on how you went through that laser.
Yeah, it's
And
too
didn't
short.
take damage.
It's too tall.
Yeah.
It needs to be shorter.
But anyway, guys, my opinions on movie games may not be the community's, but
Yeah. How dare you have different opinions?
how dare I actually play movie games and have a fun experience with them?
Yeah. I just think that I think there is some value. There's some value in analyzing movie video games. Yeah, here's where I take it off.
I mean,
Or no, here's where I
clearly,
keep it.
because have you seen the views on our Madagascar place?
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I'm saying there's some value in looking at movie video games together alongside other movie video games. I think there's value in that, but I also think that we need to limit the scope of what we call a movie video game. Some video games are just multimedia experiences that are not movie video games. I think my definition of a movie video game stands of like, if it's not a game about the movie directly, it's the plot of the movie, and it's just well, we had the movie, and here's this game that's taking place in the same world as this movie, but it's not a story that's in the movie, then I don't think that's a movie video game. That's a movie tie-in game. It's a related to the movie game, but it's not a movie game.
Some of those not related to the movie games are really fucking good.
Yeah. Now this does get a little bit confusing for the third Ghostbusters movie, where it's like, does that count as a movie tie-in game when the the writers of the movies themselves say this is the third movie? So, you know, I think I'll give that one the benefit of the doubt. That is a movie video game because it's literally a game about the third movie. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. We'll come back next time with even more of Bayonetta 3. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then!
Goodbye.